Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. My name is Fizz. We're back with another video, and today we're going to be showcasing and talking about the Shadowmane. That's right, one of the star new creatures for Arc Genesis Part 2. So let's get right into it. What is its favorite food? Well, this is a really cool and unique creature. It is fish baskets, or the fish inside the fish basket. Now, with my QA experience and testing and knowledge, their favorite food is all the fish, okay? But it depends on the fish size scale for the scaling of the taming percentage. So I'm gonna put some numbers up right here based off the fish testing. And for me, the piranha is the best because there's only, I think, 5 sizes of piranha. 0.8 is the minimum, and a piranha 1.1 is the biggest. But yes, keep it simple. I recommend you tame with piranhas. Why? It's easier to find the 1.1 versus the saber-tooth and coals. Obviously, coals is going to give a little bit more taming depending on the size of fish because they can go up pretty big, and also saber-tooth. So just be aware, go for piranhas instead of the saber-tooth and coal. But if you find a 2.5 whatever coal, obviously get that. Last note, they have extended the timer for an extra 10 minutes for the fish basket, so you have 40 minutes to tame a Shadowmane with your fish that you get. Now, where do they spawn? They actually spawn in Rockwell's garden. They're literally everywhere. And be aware, they sometimes can spawn up to a 12 pride pack. And the thing is, you need to isolate the one you want to tame, so they cannot be close to each other to another one, because if you alert one, it will wake up all of them, because you actually have to tame them during the day. That is right, you cannot tame these at night because they do not sleep. So you need to do is wait until it's daytime, make sure it's sleeping, make sure it's isolated, and then we can start the taming process. So now let's go over how to tame it. So first off, you're gonna need a full ghillie suit, and then you're gonna need to put your fish in your 0 slot. Next you need to do is make sure you're directly behind the Shadowmane. If you are anywhere in front, it will wake up. It has a huge radius of its head when it's sleeping of waking up. If you're behind it and crouched, you should be able to go up to it, hit E, and then feed it. Then what it's going to do is going to turn invisible. What you should also do now at this point is open your inventory and track it, because this is going to be a very crucial feature right here, because if you don't track it, you're going to miss out where it's going. Granted, you could follow its footsteps, but it's a very hard and difficult to do during the day because they don't show up that well. So make sure you open your inventory and track it to where it is. Then it's going to go back to sleep, and you repeat the process over and over until you finally tame it.
Now that is one formidable looking predator. I think it's some kind of chimera. Part cat, part spiny tropical fish. All trouble. It seems to have unusually good camouflaging abilities too. What would you name something like that? Oh, how about Shadowmane?
Alrighty, so now let's actually go into its kit and its abilities, and we'll start with basic with its Thornmail. It has a base armor Thornmail, so basically if you get attacked by any creature, it's gonna leave a kind of a Thornmail dot, and basically does a dot bleed damage. It's not a bleed per se, but it's like kind of some sort of magical Thornmail basically. If you've ever played MMO, you know what I'm talking about. It's just something that is like a bleed, but it's not. Anyways, it reduces the output damage of that creature that has been nerfed by like 15% on damage speed and health regen and all this kind of stuff. So it's really cool if you're getting ganged up on by a lot of creatures that you can actually probably survive and get out of there. But yeah, it's a really cool passive ability, and just have creatures attack you and then activates on them. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so next let's talk about its jump ability, because it's actually really cool. So holding down the jump button, space bar, you can actually hold it down as a charge, and you can actually let go into the air, through sideways, vice versa, and you actually, at your peak jump height, you will do a flip in the air. This is just for style points, but to be honest, it's pretty freaking amazing. You can also do this in the water because the Shadowmane also gets a water buff. It's a hydro buff, just like the Spino and everything. It gets increased attack speed, movement speed, and also it's faster. It's just incredible. It's fast on land and it's super fast in the water. And it's a really good swimmer too, so be aware on that. If you're fighting this in the water, you're probably gonna get your ass eaten. Now the Shadowmane has a basic left click attack. With that and also its charge ability, which is hold down right click or lock on, which we'll go over that in a second, you can actually charge up the Shadowmane's abilities with a bar. So there should be a bar above where your hotbar is, and if you fill that up, if you hold down left click, you will do a devastating double attack damage. So this can also leave the Thornmail debuff on creatures and does a lot of damage. And the easiest way to charge it up is just left clicking or charging your right click with a bunch of enemies. Pretty cool and pretty amazing. Now speaking of right click, it's got two functions, which is the same function, but anyways, you can hold it down as an AoE locked on target, so anything that's in front of you, enemies or dinos, you can dash to them. I believe the max is between 15 to 20 last time I looked, but as you can tell in the video, it's a lot of damn creatures. So, or if you need to single target one creature, you just right click on the creature, you'll have a new indicator on that creature, you right click again, and then you will teleport to that specific creature. Alrighty, so now let's talk about the difference between male and female, because there's a slight little difference, and also let's just go right into the invisibility, because they both have the invisibility, but the female has a cloak invisibility. She can basically cloak almost every creature in the game except for like Gigas and platform saddles. The males, however, has a roar ability, which increases damage, speed, health regen. It's pretty incredible, and it's really fast. Like, I really love the movement speed that it has. Now, a side note to both of these abilities for the male and females, you need to have the opposite gender to be able to use the actual ability. So just be aware in that if you're not able to use the roar or the AoE cloaking ability, that's because you do not have the male or the female, or vice versa, okay? So just be aware of that. They have normal breeding, there's nothing special about them, and they can just eat meat. That's it. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. If you really want to, you can join my Discord. We have a giveaway for plushies. Check that out. Link in the description down below as always. And thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. I've put a lot of work and effort into this, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you guys on the next one.